Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got a ton of Pokemon news to go over for a bunch of different things. Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, potentially Let's Go Johto, a future Pokemon game. There's loads of stuff to cover, so if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we have the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet anime. So this was posted by Moot saying Greninja is in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet merch. So, of course, with merch, it usually foreshadows a lot of things that are going to be happening in the anime. And usually the anime is quite consistent with the games. And of course, this anime picture shows a bunch of different Pokemon that have not yet been confirmed for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So obviously we have the starters here. We have Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxly. We have two trainers here. Now the Dragonite line has been confirmed for the Generation 9 games. Garchomp I don't believe has. Mimikyu I don't believe has. Gardevoir I don't believe has. Metagross hasn't. Greninja hasn't. Charizard hasn't. Gengar has. So again, this might be a couple of Pokemon that just Ash has. Again, we know at the moment he does have a Gengar. He has a Dragonite. In the past, he's had a Greninja and a Charizard and stuff like that. But I think this is more or less kind of just showcasing certain Pokemon that are going to be in the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet anime. Now, does this mean that all of these Pokemon on the screen is going to be in the Generation 9 games? No, of course not. Some of these Pokemon could easily not end up in the game. In fact, I think it's been leaked that Metagross isn't in the game, but again, the person that leaked that has been very kind of hit and miss with returning Pokemon, because I'm pretty sure they said that Applin wasn't going to be in the game, but that has been confirmed to now be in the game. So again, they have been a little bit hit and miss. Again, I think they also said that Greninja was going to be in the game via Pokemon Home when that came out. Well, when that comes out, which is obviously going to be after the game comes out. So again, a lot of these Pokemon I think will be in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, but again, it could just be a little hint towards some returning Pokemon. I mean, I'm pretty sure Charizard is going to be in the game. I know it wasn't in Pokemon Legends Arceus, which obviously was a shock to everyone because Game Freak loves Charizard, but I think in a main series Pokemon game, like a new generation, I think Charizard will be in it. Whether it's via Pokemon Home or not, I'm pretty sure that Charizard will be in the game. But yeah, a lot of these Pokemon on the screen have not been confirmed. Like I say, Garchomp, Mimikyu, Gardevoir, Metagross, Greninja, Charizard, all not been confirmed. So again, pretty big Pokemon. A lot of people do like these. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, a couple of these are in the games. But either way, these are gonna be in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet anime, which of course will be out very soon. Pokemon Journeys is wrapping up. So yeah, I would definitely expect to see a couple of these Pokemon in the games, but definitely in the Pokemon anime. The next thing we're going to go over is the first television commercial for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It's begun to air in Spain. It makes sense that it's airing in Spain first because obviously it's about Paldea, and of course Paldea is based on Spain. But this is the first commercial. Again, there's not any new gameplay or footage or anything like that in this. It is just kind of different clips from different trailers kind of put together. I'll just play it quickly. It's only 18 seconds long, so obviously have the dealing there. The player walking up to the lab. We've got Quaxly there, the Koraidon, Miraidon, swimming, flying, gliding. Got a bit of co-op there of them all on the legendaries, and then obviously they're just kind of cheering and stuff. And then we have the Switch and everything there. So again, nothing new, but again, we're obviously very much in the promotional cycle now, because obviously when the adverts and the commercials start popping up for the Generation 9 games or any new Pokemon game, you know that obviously they're going to be out very soon. So yeah, I'd expect a lot of new information on the horizon for these games, which again, we're going to be expecting anyway. We're very close to October. A lot of people are expecting a brand new trailer at the start of October. Again, at the time I'm recording this, we haven't had anything apart from Wiglet, but either way, yeah, I definitely expect to see a big trailer next week in the start of October. So anyway, first commercial for Scarlet and Violet there. Next up, this is quite interesting. So Pokemon Center tweeted this out, saying Nintendo has sent a survey to some users about which Pokemon games they would like to see in the future. New games similar to Pokemon Go, new open world adventure game, new spin-off, new traditional adventure game, linear, not open world, and a remake. So it says, which kinds of Pokemon games would you like to play in the future? So yeah, new game similar to Pokemon Go. I don't necessarily think we need that. I don't think anyone's really going to be clicking that option because Pokemon Go is fine. You know, it doesn't need like a Pokemon Go 2 or anything like that. Unless they're talking about Pokemon Let's Go, but I think they would have just put Let's Go there. So there's a new type of Pokemon adventure set in an open world that offers more freedom to choose what to do and where to go next. Example Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Of course, we haven't played Scarlet and Violet yet, but we can expect that these games are going to be really good because an open world Pokemon game is just something that we've wanted for a very long time. And it says here, a new entry in an existing spin-off series. Example, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or new Pokemon Snap. So that's quite a big one. I think a lot of people will be selecting that just like because of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I don't think anybody really wants a new Pokemon Snap. We got a new one. It was fine. It wasn't really as impactful as the original one. But again, it could be something like Pokemon Stadium, for example. You know, Pokemon Stadium 1 or 2 are coming to the Nintendo Switch Online. So another kind of game in that series would be really cool. Potentially even Pokemon Coliseum, Gales of Darkness, Pokemon Ranger. It's most likely going to be Mystery Dungeon, which is obviously still fine because the Mystery Dungeon games are sick. But at the same time, it would be nice to see another existing spin-off series game. And then the new adventure to traditional Pokemon games with a set path through the world and a linear story. Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Red and Blue. I don't know if they're ever going to go back. I feel... Personally, I think Scarlet and Violet's going to bang so much. I don't think we're ever going to go back to traditional Pokemon games. Maybe like every now and again with like a Let's Go game or something like that. But I think open world is going to be kind of the way they go. But of course, Gen 10 is already being worked on right now like we know it is. So are they going to just hope that Scarlet and Violet's going to bang and carry on open world, or are they going to go back to linear? Because if it does really well, I think going back to linear would be a little bit upsetting for a lot of people. And then a remake, a remaster of traditional Pokemon games. Example, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Pokemon Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. So, of course, that's obviously talking about, like, Black and White 2, Black and White 3, whether that's ever going to get made or whatever. And then, obviously, something else. So, yeah, quite an interesting kind of questionnaire that's come out there. And it is interesting that they separate the main open world games from the traditional games. Could it be that in the future we will see the main saga divided into two, a traditional branch and another open world branch? I don't know if that's going to be the case because I think they're just trying something new. That like they kind of tried it a little bit with Pokemon Legends Arceus and it did really well. So yeah, I'm expecting big things for Scarlet and Violet. They also talk about it a little bit on Nintendo everything, or Nintendo Live should I say, and they said a Nintendo survey asks fans what Pokemon games and spin-offs they want, a new Mystery Dungeon, another remake, and more. So yeah, every now and then the companies will send out surveys to diehard fans asking what kind of games they would like to see in the future based on certain franchises. We've seen Atlas and other like Capcom do this, and most recently it seems Nintendo has issued one specifically about Pokemon. As highlighted by a post on the Mystery Dungeon subreddit, Nintendo has begun sending out surveys to anyone signed up to receive My Nintendo promotions and newsletters. The survey wants to know what kind of games Pokemon fans would like to see from the series in the future. It even goes to the extent of mentioning extra spin-off series like Mystery Dungeon. Other options include traditional entries, yada yada yada. So obviously that's what we've just gone over. The same source mentions how Pokemon Legends Arceus was apparently referenced in a separate question, in case anyone is wondering why there's no mention of it in the survey question above. And as you can see, the upcoming entries Scarlet and Violet are referenced when asking a question about open world games. So yeah, I don't know, I'd get a little bit excited about this because if a lot of people, you know, that are getting this survey and they're saying like new spin-off game or whatever, or open world game, that will obviously be helpful towards the direction of what Pokemon kind of goes into in the future. So yeah, very interesting. We'll see what happens. Of course, this won't affect Pokemon for a few years because the next like bunch of Pokemon games are already like being worked on already, and they're not going to scrap everything, but definitely something cool to see 100%. The last thing that I want to go over is this little kind of video here. It's a curious video. It's posted by Melka of Ishihara, CEO of the Pokemon Company. Basically, I think he's talking about the TCG here. There's nothing crazy about what he's saying, but of course, in the background, it is a little bit interesting. Now, Pokemon are they're not new to kind of putting little hints and Easter eggs in the background of like videos like this and stuff like that. And something that has cropped up more than anything over the past few years is just Let's Go 2 or Let's Go Johto or whatever it's going to be. And once again, it has popped up in the background. In the bottom right, we have Pikachu and Eevee there. We have Eevee in the middle, and then we have an Espeon and an Umbreon. I definitely think Let's Go Johto is being worked on. I 100% think it is. I think Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee actually did really well. I know the replayability of it kind of sucked, but I think a lot of people generally enjoyed the game. The graphics were really good. It looks really nice. And I honestly think they are working on another one. Whether that's going to be like a Let's Go Umbreon and Let's Go Espeon, I think that game would absolutely do well because everybody, like a lot of people love Umbreon and Espeon. I would be fine with another Let's Go game as long as, one, they put more kind of like competitive stuff in it. You know, we didn't even have abilities or held items or anything like that in the original Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So that kind of needs to change. You know, obviously wild battles as well I would like to see, instead of just catching everything. And as well as that, I would like it if we had another game kind of come out with Let's Go Johto. So just how we had Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Pokemon Legends Arceus kind of a few months apart, I would be fine with another Let's Go game as long as we had something like that. So I don't know, if we had, I don't know, like a Black and White remake and Let's Go Johto, or Pokemon Legends, I don't know, Kyurem and Let's Go Johto. You can't really do Pokemon Legends Celebi and Let's Go Johto. I mean, I guess you could, because Legends Arceus and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were both about Sinnoh. So technically, the next couple of games could be Let's Go Umbreon and Espeon and Legends like Pokemon Legends Celebi, which would be kind of actually cool, to be fair. But either way, it's just more kind of referencing to Pokemon Let's Go 2 or Let's Go Johto. And again, Kelios also saying, you know, don't look right, it'll scream a Let's Go Johto. So I don't know whether it's gonna like happen anytime soon or not, but I generally think it is being worked on. I think we're just gonna wait for when it comes out with another game, because I think just the Let's Go Johto game and nothing else for like a year would be quite unfortunate. Like next year would be perfect for it if we got Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC and then we also got Let's Go Johto. So if we got like Scarlet and Violet DLC in let's just say in, I don't know, in May and then September, and then we got Let's Go Johto in November, that would be a sick kind of run-up of games, because we get a new Pokemon game, but as well as that, we get 2 massive DLC packs for a game that is probably going to do well. So that would be absolutely fine. But if a Let's Go Johto game just came out on its own, I'd be a little bit disappointed, because I don't think it has enough to kind of warrant a whole year of like nothing else. So that's just kind of my thoughts and feelings about it, but let me know what you guys think. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment. Do you think all these Pokemon are going to be in Scarlet and Violet, or do you think it's just going to be in the anime? What are your thoughts on this whole kind of survey thing? Are you excited to see that we might be getting like more spin-off games in the future? And also, what are your thoughts on Let's Go Johto? Would you like to see it? Would you not? Let me know. That's everything from me though. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, ring the notification bell, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Until next time, peace.